and this guy will catch any excess that runs over.
Okay.
So it keeps it clean, right? I love it.
So for everybody at home, I would describe this as like a funnel that's kind of like elongated.
Yeah.
Like a cow trough.
Yeah. Like a little mini
really
cow trough. Yeah.
Welcome to Off the Cut.
Dude, I haven't touched any wood in a long time.
And that's why it's covered in plastic.
Oh, man.
Some X-rated content there.
I don't care how long it is.
Thoroughly excited.
Great for the pocketbook, bad for the environment.
Oh, I'm number 3.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad we got the explicit out of the way early.
If I'm going to put money into this, it's going to be great. And I guarantee it.
Don't forget to spend your Burkle bucks.
That was super easy.
Get it. Welcome to Off the Cut, episode 174 for Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. But before we start, we wanted to welcome a brand new host, Zach.
I feel like a brand new host. I was going to, what the hell? You guys didn't run this new intro by me. How long has that been going on for?
The day after the first one, whenever you're gone.
The day I left, you're like, I'm just going to sneak in a change without telling him. Screw that guy.
I forgot to put my key lighting in. There you go.
Now you.
Yeah, you see that? That made a difference, didn't it?
I did think you were looking like crap for a second, so it's nice to see the lighting.
Really let myself go while you were gone. Well, anyway, before we start, Zach, you wanted to tell me about your favorite place to buy tools, right?
Of course I do. I want to talk about kmtools.com. It's first and foremost a store that's by woodworkers and for woodworkers. And that means that every single item in that store is either designed by Jonathan Katz-Moses, the creator of KM Tools, and his team, or it's something that they actually use in their workshops. And one of the best things about KM Tools is that every single sale generated, a portion of it goes to the Katz-Moses Woodworkers with Disabilities Fund, which puts tools in the hands of people who actually need them. And Jonathan is actually nice enough to give us $50 every single month to give away to one of our lovely patrons.
How do I get that $50?
I think it's obvious. You have to become a patron over on patreon.com, where you also unlock the bonus show, the Aftershow, the X-rated, I don't know where else going.
NC-17.
Yeah, the NC-17 episodes where we get truly unhinged and give everybody our real opinions that we don't tone down like we do in the main show.
And tonight, Deric, we got a special thing for our patrons, don't we?
Oh, what's that?
It's BYOC night.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God, it's BYOC.
Right.
I was not emotionally prepared for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means all of our top tier patrons get to hang out, join us on our live video chat where we talk about whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
We just have a good time with those.
We do.
Excited.
We definitely do. It's very casual. It's very laid back, and it's just nice to, chit chat with other makers. And, a lot of our patrons are also content creators. We go down that rabbit hole a lot too.
Yeah. And,
I set it up and I completely forgot about it.
well, Deric, we talked about it last week and you're like, boom, I got it. And then it was like the next morning I was about to go on Patreon and write up a little thingy and send it out. And I'm like, you beat me to it.
Yeah,
but you probably did it so early that you forgot about it.
Oh, I did it after we got off and just scheduled to go out later.
Smart man.
Yeah.
You know who else is a smart man?
Oh, who's that?
Bill Burkle.
Hell
over
yeah.
at WTB Woodworking. You know why he's smart? He's got everything you need. He's got Lamello, Mafel. Zach, you probably never even put your hands on a Mafel tool.
I've never touched a Mafel, but I've often dreamed of it. That giant circular saw that looks like somebody was like, they just, the scale tool in Photoshop looks like they took a normal circular saw and they just blew it up 400%. Like, good. Done.
But they made sure to hold the shift key down to keep it proportional.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You want to drag it unproportional. He's got Festool saw stop, Bits and Bits, Boss Dog glue from previous guest Nick Deric. He's got everything that you need. Now, it's almost at the end, not quite, but just like Jonathan, he's doing a giveaway. Through September 19th with Wagner moisture meters.
Oh, right.
$922 worth of product he's given away.
Damn, that's crazy.
Go over to WTB woodworking.com/giveaway. Check out all the stuff for the Wagner moisture meter, Floor Sentry, Smart Logger, tons of stuff that genuinely I wish I had. You know,
Yeah.
I just gamble. I buy wood from my lumber dealer and I just take their word for it that it's dry.
100%. I have never once moisture tested a piece of, and I've probably paid the price for that a few times when something's gone a little warpy on me, and I'm like, how did that happen? Like 6 months later,
you go make a cut and it literally turns into a potato chip. You're like,
You actually hear that sound effect as it comes off the saw blade.
Well, that would be wild. That would be wild. And Bill also wants you to know that he is throwing a huge extravaganza celebrating the 1-year anniversary of his store on Saturday, October 25th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that's at 390 Pike Road, Units 1 and 2, which, I mean, eventually he's just going to have 390 Pike Road because he owns the damn building.
The whole, pretty soon he's going to own the whole neighborhood.
I know. In Huntingdon Valley, PA.
Hell yeah.
So huge thanks to Jonathan at Cam Tools and Bill Burkle over at WTB Woodworking for continuing to support this show.
Heck yeah.
And the patrons, too. We couldn't have done it without any of you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Between Jonathan and Bill, man, I don't have to leave my house for woodworking. It's all sent to me.
Right.
Yeah, you get it all delivered. Yeah, I mean, that is there was a time when there were certain things that you can't order it online. You know?
Yeah.
Like Amazon started with books and DVDs, and it's like, okay, that stuff. But now it's like truly anything you can order and it will just show up at your doorstep. And it's thanks to Bill and Jonathan.
Do you guys remember, this is dating me. This isn't probably like 28. Ooh.
You hear that
was a crispy one. Is that lime?
That is lime. You bet your
lime
ass
has a distinct crack to it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember in like 2018, 2019, there was this huge blow up on Instagram about people who were selling cutting board kits on Amazon.
Yeah.
That were literally just a bunch of crappy offcuts, and they were selling them for hundreds of dollars.
Oh, I never knew that it was priced that high. That's pretty funny.
It was egregious. Somebody worked it out and it ended up being like $40 to $60 a board foot.
Wow.
Okay.
But they had to have been selling.
I admire the hustle. It's like sometimes you see an object because you have insider knowledge and you're like, wow, that's like $5 worth of scrap wood right there. But somebody somehow selling it for $100, and it's like, I guess it's kind of scummy, but they're not. Nobody's forcing you to buy it. You know what I mean?
Did they at least claim to have it all like square and plain and everything?
I couldn't remember. I mean, it's been 6-7 years.
Yeah.
But there's no way it could, if they're that small of pieces, there's no way it's coming like ready to go up.
I mean, it may have been whenever it came off their tool, but yeah, it's definitely not getting to you that way.
Unless you like saran wrap it, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Still got to acclimate to your shop.
Yeah.
See, I kind of feel like I could have gotten in on this like Etsy craze if I was like into this woodworking thing like 10 years earlier.
Mm.
You know,
dude.
The people that literally just get sheets of 1/4-inch plywood and then they just like take a laser to it and just write like United States, Canada, and like that's their product.
Stupid like Star Wars meme, like May the 4th be with you.
Right.
And it's like that. It's just that lasered onto a piece of 1/4-inch plywood, and they sold it for $50 a pop.
Yeah.
Liver lunch run, something like that.
All these silly signs, the stuff that people put
Keep
above
calm,
their toilets.
carry on.
Yeah. Or the big wooden signs at the front door that say "Welcome."
100%. There was a gold rush at a certain point on Etsy. And I mean, probably Amazon to a lesser degree. There's all the people I'm sure who just bought crap on Temu. And then, hold on. Okay, so weird tangent. I got an email, as you do, you get a quarterly email from Temu asking you to do...
And Banggood.
And Banggood asking you to do a spot. I got one from them recently, and they said that the way you're supposed to say it in the email, in the introductory email, they say how to pronounce it. But
Yeah.
this one said Temu, Teemu.
I remember specifically that Keith said he did an ad for them and he had to like reshoot it or something because he said Temu.
And they
They
his
don't even know
story
how to
was that they
pronounce it.
wanted Temu, right?
A different agency, maybe.
Maybe a different agency. I just thought it was so funny. I was like reading through this, what is essentially a spam email for shits and giggles. And then I was like, wait a minute. I thought Keith had to say it the other way.
Yeah. But I've actually seen a commercial and it's, they're, I don't know, hawking a bunch of cheap crap. And then at the end, they have like what I would imagine would be like a 10-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Temu or something like that. It sounded like a cartoon character. It was definitely not Temu on their commercial.
Okay. Interesting.
Maybe that's like the American side versus the Chinese side of their business.
Different pronunciations for different markets.
Maybe. Yeah, I never thought about that.
Maybe they were like, all the Americans are just saying Temu, so let's just lean into it and go with it.
Yeah.
Could be. It's like, why fight it? Just let them have that word.
Exactly. Okay, I guess that's the market has dictated that this is what our branding is, and we're just going to run with it.
You ever bought any tools or like any supplies, anything from Temu?
No, I bought a lot of stuff from AliExpress, which
I've done the same.
Essentially the same thing, I kind of feel like.
Temu just seems real scammy and scummy.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I ordered something off Temu, I would have like a 15% confidence that it was actually going to arrive on my doorstep. Or I might end up with like a picture of the thing at the end and like, you actually ordered a picture, not this toaster or whatever.
Have you seen those like the Instagram or YouTube videos where people are like, I bought Temu or Banggood stuff? And they like show the ad, show like the video, the photos of like, it'll be like this flashlight, right? That's like lighting up an entire football stadium.
Yeah.
And then when they get it, it's like this little thing that's run by like one AAA battery. Like, that's fraud. Like
100%.
Like,
so I just pulled up Temu for fun in my little side window here.
Right.
And probably about 10 items down, there is a mini excavator for $7,000.
I mean,
so
is it because we were looking at them a few weeks ago?
Well, that's why but I didn't look on Temu, but clearly they have some information about me. Yeah, so they've scanned my cookies in order to give me the optimal items on the front page.
I found something even funnier.
I mean, there's also a lot of weird sex toys and stuff like that pop up right away too, or what look like sex toys. I'm not 100% sure. Some of these are weird.
What's in your cookies, man?
Yeah, I don't know.
You gotta get on incognito, man. Yeah, you guys have seen the Ben Stiller early 2000s movie Zoolander, right?
Oh, of course I have.
So when he's at the bar and he's talking to his dad about how he wants to be. He was looking at the commercial where he was like a mermaid or whatever, and his dad yells at him. And he's like, "It's Merman" or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes outside and then he opens up the teeniest, tiniest little cell phone. All right. On Temu, type in mini smartphone because this is what was the first thing that popped up on my Temu thing. It's literally a miniature iPhone that's 3 inches big.
Wow. I kind of want that.
$30.
Huh.
Wow.
I would love to have that.
That would be a hilarious gag to just be out with your friends and be like, "Sorry guys, I'm getting a call. Hold on," and then pull that thing off your head.
But here's the question. Would you trust any of your data on that cell phone?
Oh, it all gets hoovered up and goes straight to China as soon as you insert your SIM card into it.
So to give you guys an idea that there's comparison photos, it's smaller than like a bank card.
Oh, okay. It looks quite thick relative to the size.
10 millimeters thick.
Okay. What's my?
That's like half inch.
Close to. Hold on. Let me look up.
It's up like 1/8 of a hectare.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. So my phone is 8.2 millimeters thick, so it's thicker than my like normal size phone.
Okay.
Huh. Interesting.
It's 6.21 times 10 to the negative 6th power miles. Just to give
Just
you
so
guys,
Just so you know.
so everybody
when you enter a number in a calculator and it gives you the like the E thing.
Yeah.
You see, it's like the exponent, but it's
Yeah.
It's like that.
That's math for you. That's math for you. But
That's math for you.
God, I literally could just pull up Temu, and this could be my entertainment on a flight. Just like it's like
Just
remember
scrolling
Sky
through.
Mall?
I do remember Sky Mall. Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
I got the mini. Okay, I got the mini phone. I didn't have to scroll too far to find the mini phone organically. It was scattered in there amongst the sex toys. The mini.
This is a 419 piece toolbox for $7.12.
Ooh.
Not a chance.
Ooh, hey, look, they have 60 volt to volt batteries as well. You can get a 12 amp hour for $60.
Huh.
Or no, you can get 4 12 amp hour batteries for $60. That's a hell of a bargain.
Okay.
Well, I know what I'm putting on eBay later.
That must just immediately melt your tool the second you connect that.
Have you ever thought to yourself, man, what I really need is a cooler that also doubles as a camping seat? They've got one.
On multiple
Does it have
occasions,
wheels and a motor?
No, I don't see wheels in a motor, but they got all kinds of stuff. There's also a hibachi.
Okay.
A seat hibachi? Like you sit on it?
No. It's a camping hibachi.
Oh, okay. I thought the cooler had a seat warmer.
No. That would be wild. But hey, enough Temu talk.
Okay. I could do that all day.
I know, I really could. We could become a whole Temu episode. So, Zach, set the people straight.
Uh-huh.
We had a bet.
Okay.
That because I know you and Sophie had talked about like, oh yeah, we'd like to have like our wedding in Europe and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you left, and Deric and I were both like, did Zach go to Europe and get married and not tell us? And so then we had Scott on, and Scott was like, I mean, he definitely could have. Mm-hmm. He goes, I had dinner with him just the other night, though. So, like, I feel like he would have said something. Mm-hmm. So set the record straight, Zach. Did you get married?
I did not, in fact, get married on my trip to Europe. It did cross our minds, and we did actually spend quite a bit of time talking about our wedding there, but we didn't actually do the deed in Europe.
That's fair. So we were all wrong.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you get married in a different country, it's not even for realsies anyways, because you have to file the paperwork when you get back home.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, yeah. Yeah, I guess most people know this, but not everybody knows it. The wedding itself means nothing.
No, that's just
it's a formality.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything until whoever like officiates your wedding like signs paper and like sends it or takes it to like the courthouse or whatever. At least that's how it is in Ohio.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is it's different everywhere. It's not really like there's not one set of rules that applies, and it varies state by state, province by province, country by country. Right. We were actually in Europe for a friend's wedding as part of our trip, and they had to get married within like the neighborhood, like they live in Paris, so they had to get married in the like, I guess there's like a courthouse per not neighborhood, but like regions of the city.
Sure.
So they had to go to the courthouse for their region, do a civil ceremony there, and then they actually did the big wedding where they actually wanted to do it, which was a little bit further south of Paris. Yeah.
I know when we got our marriage license, we had like for Ohio, you had to like go to the courthouse, like basically like apply for it. Mm-hmm. And then within like 45 days or something, you had to have your officiant bring it back in with it signed. So it was kind of weird. You had to know exactly like when your ceremony or whatever it was going to be, then bring it back in time. Mm-hmm. But if you registered for one in Ohio and then let's say I was getting married in New York or whatever. You also had to like apply for like a New York thing or whatever. It was very
Interesting.
confusing, whatever it was.
It's all a conspiracy by Big Wedding to extract as much money out of you as possible, I think, right?
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got to get their hands in on it. Like
Exactly.
Deric, was yours challenging when you went in, or was it pretty straightforward in Texas?
We didn't get married in Texas. We ran off to Hawaii and got married on a beach in Hawaii. My wife just filed for paperwork online before we left and reserved a time with a I don't know, not a preacher, but
Like
officiant.
an officiant.
Yeah, an officiant. And we did the wedding there with a couple of people. Had, I think, my grandfather and my mom signed off as witnesses.
Okay.
And then he just filed all the paperwork for us. Well, actually, we had to take all the paperwork in. No, yeah, he filed all the paperwork. But we flew in on a Monday.
Sure.
And our wedding was going to be on, I think, a Tuesday. Something like that. Or maybe we flew in, I can't remember. We flew in one day, and we were going to get married soon after. I think it was the Monday after we flew in on Friday. And so Saturday and Sunday, the offices are closed. So Friday, we had to book it to the county courthouse or something like that to get some paperwork submitted so that whenever we did the wedding on the Monday, everything was, kosher and cleared whatever they required. But yeah, it was just like some paperwork that you had to file before you actually got married. It was like 4 pages long and really like basic information, your signature, and then who's doing the wedding. And then whenever you get done, that guy goes and files his paperwork and the two of them match up in their system and you're good. The biggest pain was ordering up marriage licenses afterwards because you have to go back through Hawaii to get your marriage license.
Oh.
Yeah. So like whenever we were shopping for a house or she was getting her name changed and all these other things, we needed marriage licenses. So we, like, whenever she went and filed for her name, she's like, I'm going to order up like 10 of them so that we don't ever have to have them again, because whenever she filed for her name change, she had to send them one to keep, like what is what they were wanting. So she needed an official one to just be able to like send off and not have anymore. And we were like, well, we might need that a couple more times. So we just went ahead and ordered 10 of them because it was like one price for like the first one. And then like each additional one was like pennies on the dollar after that. So we were like, we'll just order up 10.
We did the exact same thing. I think we got like 10 or 15 of them, and then we just have them in the safe.
You'll use it twice, and then you'll be done with them.
I know.
We used it for her name change in the house, and that was it. And I don't even think we needed it for that. We only needed it for the house because it was so close to whenever she changed her name. Like her license still had her old name on it or something.
Yeah. It was a pain though. So Zach, get ready for that, because I'm sure Canada's a whole.
I know. Yeah, I was thinking. So I won't give any details or any names here, but I had a friend who got married in another country, and then it was a little bit of a whoopsie marriage, and they ended up getting agreeing to break up, but because they never actually filed their paperwork in Canada, they're like, oh, we actually don't have to do anything. We can just go our separate ways, and it's all chill. There's like no divorce paperwork to file. So sometimes it actually kind of works out not to file all the correct paperwork.
It's like Wazowski, you forgot to file your paperwork.
Yeah,
that's a movie I haven't seen in a while. So everybody's wrong. Zach didn't get married.
Yeah,
so
you guys are all wrong.
So you guys talked more about it. Like, do you have you think you're gonna still do in Italy?
No, I think we're gonna scale it back and just do it here in Canada, because it was a lot of planning to do remotely. Even doing it here in Canada, it's still a lot. The amount of planning is a little daunting, and it just makes it so much easier for other people. So I think what we're gonna do is afterwards we'll have like a friend moon, like we'll do part of our honeymoon where we go somewhere and fun. Friends can join us. We'll probably like rent a big place and people can come join us, as opposed to trying to make everybody come out for the actual ceremony.
Right. I feel like having a destination wedding like is awesome, but it's also like you then have to like really take inventory of like your family and the people you really want to be there and be like, is it like too much of a stretch for these people to come? Like,
Yeah,
Am I
there's like
really burdening them?
there's financial considerations. Not everybody's in the same, financial bracket or
Sure,
tax
sure,
bracket or
sure.
whatever, right? Where, inviting some of our friends to come out to Europe, they'd be like, oh, that's great, free vacation or reason for a vacation. And then
Right.
others are like, oh man, that's going to be a hit to my budget.
Right, right. Or like if you have friends that are teachers and you guys want to do it at a certain time, they're like, I can't get off.
Can you do it from, like July 1st to August 31st?
Right.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't
could you
come
move
then.
it up? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to do it in October. And they're like, yeah, I have to teach.
Mm-hmm,
Right. Hey, Dadu says, oh, sorry, I read it wrong. I thought he said, I want to invite to the wedding. He said, he's like, if you have a destination wedding, is that a thing for like, well, I can invite these people and then maybe they won't come.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, as somebody who had a wedding, well, like a year and a half ago at this point, dude, if every single person on your list isn't somebody that if you're like, if I got stuck talking to them for 45 minutes, I'd be happy about it.
Yeah.
If they're people that you're like, oh, don't invite that person.
Yeah.
Hope you like your in-laws.
Yeah. We're definitely keeping it small. I think it's going to be like a 30, 40 person thing. It's not going to be of these.
Yeah.
Not going to be one of these 150, 200 people weddings.
Dude, I went to a wedding that was 400 people.
Oh,
Jesus.
I mean, I get it on one side. You're basically just running a business at that point. You're hoping for, 400 wedding gifts, essentially.
I can tell you, though, you don't have a return on investment. There'll be people that come to your wedding that you will be shocked. You'd be like, out of all people, that person didn't bring a gift?
Yeah. Well, I don't even like, I was kind of like, running the math with Sophie, and I was like, I was like, it's like, there's a good chunk of change that you have to shell out. And she was like, well, people might give us gifts to like help offset the cost. And I was like, what? Why would anybody give? I don't know. I never factored that into the equation. Like, if I'm inviting you to my wedding, I'm not expecting you to.
No. Yeah. If you're having a wedding, you're paying for the food, the drinks, the place, this, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're hoping for a $300 gift from each person to recoup that money.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, you're not expecting to make a return on investment. You're inviting people to a celebration of your own. Like if you're going to this with a financial mindset, like, dude, you're sorely going to be sorely disappointed.
The old wedding dividend.
I feel like we'd see a lot more weddings if they were, profitable.
True.
You should bring your QR coffee table to the wedding and see if somebody's going to purchase that.
Oh, there we go. It's funny. I was cleaning out the house and I put it in the laneway next to my house. So
did you really?
It's been outside. It's been rained on for like the past month or so.
No one's picked it up.
Nobody's picked it up. It's flipped so you can't see it, but nobody would take it no matter what.
Here's what you got to do for your wedding: register or do your wedding registry on Amazon and do all affiliate links, so you get double dipping.
Oh, I like that.
That's how all of those like wedding websites work.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. All those like wedding planning, gift registry.
Beat them to it.
Yeah.
My friends will yell at me because like if we're hanging out or whatever, and somebody's like, "Oh, that's a really cool fill in the blank or whatever." Amazon? I'm like, yeah. They're like, "Oh, send me a link." You guys know by now you can't send a non-affiliate link.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So like you go on, if you're on your phone, if you're on the app and you hit the little like send arrow thing or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You can't bypass the affiliate thing. So every time I send someone a link, it's an affiliate, and they're always like, "You better give me a percentage of that commission or whatever." I was like, "I tell you what, I'll Venmo you a nickel right now.
Yeah,
no problem."
I like them because they're shorter. Like
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Yeah,
because if
they're so short.
If you send a normal link, it has all the information about how you search that item to get it in the URL. And the URL is like 1 million characters long. But if you use an affiliate link, it's like 10 characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that my friends just have. Well, they don't really know what I do. I mean, they ask like, "Oh, I'm working on any projects or whatever," It's like nobody really wants to dive into how affiliate marketing works and stuff like that. I think they're just under the impression that if I send them an affiliate link, I'm just like raking them over the coals, or I'm getting like 40% of the sale or something.
Yeah,
It's not how it works.
People don't understand that the creator economy is based on making fractions of a penny.
Yeah. Frequent fractions of pennies.
There's basically nothing you can do where you're making a whole dollar at a time. It's just like, I might have got 1/1000th of a penny for your YouTube view.
Right. Or unless you're selling Ted's woodworking plans.
True. Well, then you're just raking in money.
Yeah, you're cleaning up. You absolutely clean it up. Well, Deric, I want to ask you. Sure. Did you last week you had mentioned that you came up with a solution for your display debacle, kind of getting in like the T-track.
Oh yeah.
How'd you end up solving that?
I got solutions to 2 of the problems actually. And so for the T-track thing, I got it right here. I printed this little guy here. It's a little 3D print trowel.
Okay.
Right? And then I got these little guys.
The little swab brush thing.
The little swabby guy.
A miniature broom.
Yeah, so the swabby guy goes in, and then you can do the thing, and then it comes back out, and this guy will catch any excess that runs over.
Okay.
So it keeps it clean, right? I love it.
So for everybody at home, I would describe this as like a funnel that's kind of like elongated.
Yeah.
Like a cow trough.
Yeah. Like a little mini cow trough. Yeah.
So I sent them out an email reply because they asked about it again, and I was like, all right, I can do that, but that's going to incur an additional or a change order request, because of X, Y, and Z. And she wrote me back and was like, oh, we'll take care of it in house. Don't worry about it. And I was like, okay, no problem. So problem 1 solved off my plate. And I was like, that's cool. And then I went in today and delivered the last component, the last piece of it. And I'm talking to her and she's like, so yeah, we went ahead and ordered up some of the, because I sent them out links to all the different products that I used in case they wanted to do some before all this. Yeah, if they wanted to match it or whatever afterwards. And they had asked for the drawer pulls because they wanted more of those. And so I included like the Rubio and everything that I used. So I'm talking to her today after I drop everything off. And she's like, yeah, we ordered up some of that stain. And I'm looking over the instructions and yeah, it's pretty complicated. You're right. That'd be hard to get back in those little slots. I'm like, yeah.
That's
sure
why it's going to charge you a change order.
Right?
What are you,
that's why it's an extra charge.
Just like jockeying you around?
Yeah. So, but I was pretty glad to hear that. And then like they asked me to do about some more work for them and everything. So I feel like that's a good sign that there's no bad blood or anything, that everything ended pretty amicable.
Do you feel like that was them saying like, yeah, maybe we pushed you a little harder than we should have?
I think it was definitely like them acknowledging that it was extra.
I think also too, it's very easy when you have a bunch of people who don't know anything and they're sitting around, a table, like scrutinizing your bill. And like, he wants to charge us to paint these little things. What's that going to take? 15 minutes to do? And then it's like, it's easy when you have no knowledge of it to get in a conversation like that. Yeah. And then you order the product and you're like, oh, okay. Well, I have to do this. Oh, I have to do that as well. And then slowly the gears start turning. They start realizing, oh, this is why he wanted to charge us to do this.
That's right.
It's not nearly as easy as we thought.
That's my least favorite thing, is having to educate a client.
Yes. I can't think of anything worse than sending someone like an estimate that's broken down of like, painting is going to take me 73 minutes. And I had somebody reach out to me today that was like, hey, I bought your pricing guide or whatever. I was wondering, can I print this off and use it as an estimate? And I'm thinking, dude, I think that's the worst idea you could possibly do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
I mean, you're welcome to, but like, please don't.
For multiple reasons. I think one, it's like it gives the clients too much to scrutinize. Like,
Yeah.
you know, well, like again, where you're like, it's going to take me 73 minutes to paint this thing. They're like, well, I look at it, I think I could do that in 34 minutes. It's like,
Go
shut
for
up. Yeah, like, no, you could, first of all, no, you couldn't. Second of all, like, it's like, why are we splitting hairs about how many minutes it's going to take me to paint something?
Yeah. I had a client a couple years ago. Well, not a client, but somebody that was reaching out about a job. And they asked for an estimate, and I sent them an estimate, but I kept it very surface level. So it was like broken down by the actual items, and that's it. Just giving a flat price on each thing that they wanted. And he wrote back and he's like, can you break this down a little bit further? Put in, the estimated hours it's going to take you and material costs and all that. And I was like, yeah, but writing up an estimate like that is going to cost a little extra.
Yeah.
And he said, no, it's okay. We're good. And then
when we did
everything back from him.
When I was running the construction business with my dad, we would go in, if somebody was like, how much is it going to cost to renovate my house? That's an asinine question, because there are a million different variables that can go into it, like
what finishes do you want?
Well, finishes, furniture, appliances, all this stuff. And it's like, the sky's the limit. And, and then
all the unknowns,
$100,000 to 10 million.
And then there's all the unknowns. You don't know what's behind the walls. So basically, we go in and we would give a square foot number. You want to do a renovation on your house? Are you comfortable with, $300 a square foot or something like that? And then if they were, and they wanted to proceed further, then we could get into itemized costing, but we'd charge for that.
Right. Because there's labor.
Because there's a ton of labor that goes. If you want me to count how many 2x4s it's going to take to build a new staircase up to the third floor, and then put some partition walls, remove these partition walls,
figuring all time on it
takes a lot of time.
It's the same reason I always tell people, like, if someone's reaching out to you, they want you to build Deric, this display thing or whatever, I'm going to charge you for my design time.
Yeah.
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 Like, it's not free, because people could just walk.
Yes.
And get out of there. I had somebody reach out the other day. They were real kind. They're like, hey, I saw this piece of furniture on so-and-so store. I don't remember what it was. Like West Elm or something like that. So it wasn't the cheapest thing in the world, but it definitely wasn't horribly expensive.
Yeah.
It was like this like square kind of boxy coffee table. And they're like, I like this, but I'm questioning the quality that's going to be made out of. I was like, oh, it's 100% like laminated particle board. And he was like, okay, cool. Could you make it out of, like high quality plywood and then laminate it with like walnut burl? So that's going to be super expensive to get my hands on that, right?
Yeah.
So they were selling this piece of furniture for like $300 or $400 or whatever. And I was just like, hey, before I even look at anything, I guarantee I'm not even going to be able to touch that for cost of materials per table.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, what are you estimating? I was like, probably $1,500 to $2,000 per table.
Yeah.
Ballpark. Could be more.
Yeah.
Instant. Oh, I just thought you were going to be cheaper. Like, no.
Yeah.
Or like, within the same price range or whatever. But
this needs to be something they cover in elementary school. Like, if you want to get an artisan to build something custom, there's no way it is ever going to be cheaper than a mass-produced item that you can just go buy in a store.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how we all got into making stuff, is we convinced ourselves it was cheaper.
Yeah.
The illusion.
True. There's a few educations where sometimes it's cheaper to do it yourself, but almost never.
Yeah.
Almost never.
Yeah.
At least the first time.
So Deric, this display thing ended amicably, and like, we're done?
Yeah, I'm done with that part of it.
Did they come part of it?
The whole thing, yeah. That for them,
the display, your display stands.
Yeah. They requested a couple other little things that I'm going to send them some estimates for later in the week. They just want like you ever been to like a museum or something like that, and they got like one of those, like a frame, and it's got like a who signed the Declaration of Independence and his name is now synonymous with, signatures and on important documents, and you lift it up and it's like Herbie Hancock, or whatever.
Yeah.
So one of those. So they want something like that. They want 10 of them. that go on that can hook into the display wall and hang off of it. So I was like, yeah, that's not a problem. That'll be pretty easy. I'll just write up an estimate and get that over to you guys. So yeah, I'll do that later. But the other thing that I solutioned out whenever Keith was on, we were talking about drawer pulls or drawer boxes and getting the faces attached, especially with like an inset one and getting that pulled back out. I thought about it right afterwards and I came up with my solution. I 3D printed this little guy. So it'll like hook under the drawer and then it gives me the 1/8 gap on the bottom and then I just pull it out and it worked perfectly. Like I just pulled the drawer out and everything. Like the double-sided tape kept the drawer stuck to the drawer face stuck to the drawer box.
Yeah.
And then this little guy got a little finger hole there. And then I put it up underneath of it, slide the drawer shut, put the drawer face on, stick it on, and then I pulled the whole thing out together as one thing.
And so our one of our patrons, Chris Babick, wrote in, and is now, as soon as you remember that,
yeah,
it reminded me. Sorry, Chris, I forgot to text this to you. His idea was that, and I've seen a lot of people do this. Like if you're putting like a knob on a drawer front or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. You basically put the drawer front in place and then drill through the drawer box and like
where your handles would go?
Yeah, basically like use a screw to hold on the drawer front, then pull the whole thing out. Put some other screws in it, then remove that screw. Put your little doorknob in there.
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
That works too.
That could work too. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of clever ways.
Yeah. Just think about a problem long enough. I feel like you come up with a solution.
Yeah, it's cool to. I like the 3D printed aspect because it's nice to imagine like, oh, if I had this jig, my life would be so much easier. And you're like, oh, okay, I could just print that out of nothing.
Boom, done it.
I don't know that I could ever make that out of wood.
No, I don't think. Oh, I'm sure you could.
But not as easily.
But then you have to worry about grain direction and if it's going to snap somewhere or whatever like that.
That whole 1/8 of, even if you use hardwood, it'd still be a little risky.
Yeah.
Dude, my 3D printer has been coming in clutch recently.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start recording my next course. Oh. And so it's a lot of like, talking, like A-roll talking out in the garage. And I'm like, it's a concrete floor. And I'm like, it does get kind of boomy and echoey. So I was like, I need to get some like, acoustic panels and stuff like that. So I went into the whole rabbit hole of, like putting acoustic panels and stuff like that
in there.
The one interesting thing that I found was that, so like Zach, you've got some acoustic panels back there, right? Like that gray one.
Yeah, you can see it in the background.
Yeah. I was doing research online, and did you know that if you space those off the wall?
I have heard that. Then it captures like sound waves on the backside of it too, right?
Yeah, I was looking at some studies and stuff, and it's something like 200% increase.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. I get the idea. So like, I got some scrap plywood, I got some of that rock wool stuff, got some fabric, wrapped it, and I was like, how the hell am I going to space these off the wall though?
3D printer, baby.
So I basically made like, if you want to think of it as like a U. So it's basically like I'd screw one end of the U into the wall, and then the panel kind of slips over the top of the other end of the U.
Yeah.
And so I'm printing these things out, and they're like $0.25 a piece to print out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, this is genius. So I lined the ceiling with 7 sound panels that are 16. I'm sorry, the ceiling has 6. Okay. They're 16 inches by 48 inches.
Okay, so quite big.
3-inch thick rock wool.
Yeah, wow.
And then I put 4 on one wall and 2 on the other, just because it's like the space that I had available. Mm-hmm. Dude, you walk in there now and it's weird because it sounds so different.
Yeah, I remember treating my office at my old place, and I did like all the things, and it was weird because it actually made a much bigger difference in person. Like, I immediately heard the difference. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then I like pulled up the microphone and recorded some test clips, and it was like, you don't get it as much. It definitely made an improvement to the audio quality.
Sure.
But it wasn't quite as dramatic as it felt in real life.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
before you treated your room, would you like, maybe you had like a vocal inflection that was kind of like really pronunciating something, really pushing it. And would you go like, ooh, that was a little harsh on my ears.
Yeah, definitely.
And then now it doesn't do it at all.
No, I know. It's just like clean, crisp. Everything sounds nice. And it's just, I don't know. Honestly, even just for my own personal enjoyment, I thought it was worth it to do the sound panels.
It was nice. And it was kind of fun, get out,
Yeah.
buy some fabric and stuff like that.
Totally. Did you make a video about it, or was it just one of those projects you did for
just banging it out? I was like, I don't necessarily know that I can make a super compelling, interesting video about that.
Yeah. That video, I made a video about the panels in my office. It actually performed surprisingly well. I was expecting it to be kind of a dud video, and it actually was one of my better performing videos at the time. So
really,
those gray panels you did back there, or the wood one?
The wood one was not a good performing, but the greeny gray panels performed surprisingly well.
So are the wood one, is that one supposed to diffuse sound at all, or is it just decorative? I've always wondered.
It is. So there's it reduces standing waves. So technically it doesn't reduce reverb or like reverberations in a room, but it breaks it up into a way where it's less noticeable. Okay. So the idea is that instead of having like an echo, you kind of have it creates like a white noise instead, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
it breaks up the sound waves and disrupts them enough that they're not identifiable as
a pebble in the ocean. Just breaks up those waves.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Now, does it actually make an audible difference? I would say that the wood ones, I can't hear a difference with them without them, but the panels on the wall, definitely those make a difference.
The panels made a huge difference. Yeah. I noticed for me.
So just walking into a room with just absorbs your sound now.
Yeah. Right. It's kind of eerie.
It's very unnatural when you it's if any of our listeners have ever stepped into like a sound studio or something like that, you're like, oh, it just feels different because you're not used to being in a treated room.
That door shuts and you just hear your blood rushing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like you close the door and you're like, I don't hear any echoes, any like whatever. It's just kind of like you make a noise and it's just like it just stops.
Yeah.
It's very, very weird. So I also think it'll be easier to film now because I don't have like as much of just like a pure white blank wall. I think my camera is going to like it a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's not going to get blown out quite as much.
Yeah. Cameras have a hard time with white walls because they're like, oh, it's white. So I guess I've completely overexposed the shot, and it brings it way down. And then it's like, oh no, that looks like garbage.
Yeah. But it seems darker now, but I think it's because there's less white everywhere. So the light
isn't reflecting
as much.
Definitely.
But I still brought out the camera and I was still able to shoot it like 150 ISO. So I was like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Right. Really, for most cameras, if you keep it under like 800 to 1,000, you're fine.
I would even modern cameras like the new one I have. It's like I could run it up to 64,000 and
really
it'd be fine looking. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is the nice thing about using a big full frame camera. You can really crank the ISO if you need to.
So it's just
but 64,000, it's like grainy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not even that bad.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. It's still what I would consider perfectly usable for YouTube.
No, if you're shooting like a movie or whatever, you'd still probably want to keep it under like 2,000 or something.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It's just so interesting. Like, yeah, as long as I keep it under 1,000, I'm like, I ain't worried about it.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
I was going to say something else, but I totally forget what I was going to say.
I had a kind of funny thing happen to me today. If we don't,
have please.
To talk about. So a couple people actually sent me a message over the last few days, like, "Hey, there's somebody stealing your content and repurposing it on TikTok." So somebody has made a complete like clone Zach Builds account, and they've been taking my videos and reposting them. And some of them are performing really well. They actually posted one the other day that got 1 million views. And so I thought that was kind of fun, but I was like, okay, I should probably take this account down. So I reported it. I said, this account is impersonating me.
Right.
So I went through the whole TikTok thing. They got back to me today and said, this account doesn't violate any of our rules. It's in fine standing.
Yeah. Wow.
You gotta be kidding me.
So now it's like, okay, well, I guess it's just stays up.
You can start reaching out to like a market influence or something.
Maybe. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Part of me is just like, screw it. They're not making any money from it. They're just like reposting. I'm not sure what their game plan is. If they started like pumping like crypto ads or something like that on it, then I would be a little bit more concerned. But it's honestly just, I don't know, just somebody.
Does it look real?
Well, it looks real in the sense that they've used a picture of me as the display picture. But then the name is like it's like 20 syllables. It's like Yulani Wana or something like that. It's like,
so weird. Most people would understand that it's just.
I think so. I think so.
Is there like a link in bio to buy?
No, there's like no link in the bio or anything like that. So they're already up to 19,000 followers. I know. I don't get it. But.
Do you think that there are people that do this with accounts and then try to like sell them? Be like, hey, you want to buy a TikTok account that has 20,000 followers?
Maybe that could be the plan. Yeah, maybe they'll like switch it completely and they will start pumping crypto or something. And honestly, I have no idea what their game plan is.
But at some point, like, there's only so much you can do.
Exactly. I mean, I reported it. I've had like 3 or 4 people reach out to me to say that they saw it and that they reported it too.
Yeah.
And still up. So
I mean, that happens on Instagram all the damn time, and they eventually do get taken down. But it's
usually the ones on Instagram are more directly a scam. Usually they're like, "Hey, send me a message on Telegram, and I'll give you free tools or something like that."
Right. Because everyone that I know uses Telegram exclusively.
Exclusively, that's the number one way to communicate.
It's the only way the 3 of us talk. We're like, send a Telegram message. Hey, podcast at 7 tonight, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I got this new podcast sponsor, but they can only do it through Telegram. Well, since you come back, have you been up to anything, or are you still kind of getting it back in the swing of being home?
I'm getting back into the swing of being home. I was working on a compilation video today. I wanted to have a little bit of time off in August to work on my course. So I was like, I'm going to put together a little compilation video. So I was recording. You know, what I did with my last compilation video was I kind of created like a new narrative to kind of like weave all the videos together. So I did that today. It's just kind of like... just sat down me with the camera and like the projects. And it's like, okay. And then this video leads into this one because of X, Y, and Z. So
I did the same thing with my compilation video. That's hopefully coming out sometime soon.
Ooh. Okay. So is this the one where you're waiting on all the sponsor details? So you are, okay. So I was wondering, I was like, should I run a sponsor on my compilation video?
I am, because my last one is still performing so well.
Right. Really? And my last one performed really well too.
It was a slow burn.
Yeah.
But it was just a very consistent, like steady lineup.
Yes, exactly.
Just a straight line.
And that's kind of the magic of like a very long video. I've laid everything out on the timeline, and I think it was 1 hour and 20 minutes, this one.
Okay.
So it'll definitely be shorter than that by the time it's done, because I'm definitely going through and like removing bits and I went
through and I had like some bad jokes, and I'm like,
exactly.
Like, I asked people to subscribe, and every single video, I'm like, okay, cut that out. Like,
yes, there's so many times when it's funny seeing like my old videos and how I guess YouTube has kind of changed over the years, but it's like some of my old ones where I'm like, and I'd really appreciate if you gave me a like, subscribe, and comment at the end of the video. I'm like, this shit's embarrassing. I gotta get this out of here.
Right. Are you like, ooh, God?
Yeah. Like, oh, that's a little cringe.
Or like the music, you're like, why is that music so loud?
I know. And it's funny, again, going back to the conversation, audio quality, some of them it's like, oh, that voiceover is a little rough. Might have to re-record that one.
It's like really clipped or like super quiet or like not balanced whatsoever. It's all out of the right speaker instead of the left because like your audio cable wasn't plugged in all the way or something.
Yeah. There's so many little things. Honestly, it's kind of fun going through my old videos. Like, it's like you have a 22-minute video and you're like, well, actually, if I cut out all the BS, it's really a 16-minute video. And that's kind of fun, like condensing. It's like, how can I make it more entertaining and like more to the point?
Yeah.
So it's a fun exercise.
I definitely cut a lot out of mine. I think I ended up like when I just pulled all the videos onto the timeline, it was like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
And I think I cut like 25 minutes out of it.
Yeah. See,
are you pulling them down off of YouTube and then dropping them into your timeline, or are you using the original raw timelines?
I use the original raw timeline.
Same.
Because it gives you more. If you just pull down the YouTube video, the cuts will be a lot rougher, and you can kind of extend this clip that way or that way to cover a cut and like rework things a little bit.
Yeah.
And also all the music and timing and stuff like that.
So you're doing this to buy yourself time to work on your course.
Yes.
Did you land on what you think the scope of the course is going to be?
I think so. Yeah. I basically, I started writing it while I was on vacation and I was like hammering away. Away and I got probably like 5 pages into writing this thing. And I was like, this is boring. And I know we've talked about this a little bit. A lot of people use the courses and they're like, I'm going to be completely unfiltered. I'm going to just like let it run as long as it needs to be, which I appreciate. I think that's a good way to go about it. But I also want to be cognizant of, I still want it to be entertaining. I still want it to be fun.
Yeah.
So I had this thing where I was like, it was really front loaded with instructional stuff. I was like, I'm going to like go through a little bit of theory. I'm going to go through the tools you're going to need. And then we're going to get into like these 3 projects. I was like, you know what? There'll be one quick intro video and then I'm just going to start a project right away. And I'm just going to go more in depth on the explanation as I'm doing the project.
And is like each project going to build on one another? So maybe the first one, totally making this up, you're like, we're going to solder just a couple wires together. And now look at the difference we can do. Next project, now that you know how to solder, we're going to build, like you're going to build on that skill and we're going to do micro soldering or whatever.
Exactly. And it's like easy project, medium project, hard project.
Yeah.
And each one, you'll go a little bit more in depth. So the first one, it's like, you will just have to solder one wire at one point in the project. That'll be like the hardest thing you have to do. Next one, it's like, okay, we're going to be working on something where you might have to do a couple solder joints, maybe like this and that. And then the last one, it's like full on micro soldering. You're going to probably want a microscope in order to do this. And that'll be like the tools will, get more exotic as the course goes on. So first one, it's like anybody could do it with a crappy soldering iron and like a set of screwdrivers. Sure. Last one, it's like, if you want to do something like this, you might have to invest in this and this and this.
Okay.
So yeah.
I dig it. So what are the projects going to be? Like what's project 1?
Project 1 is going to be modifying a Game Boy Color. And it'll be mostly plug and play parts. So it'll be mostly, like you can order these parts. I'll kind of walk you through the installation. Here's what you need to know. Here's, good procedures for opening old electronics. Here's kind of a little bit of theory about how all of these things work. Second one will be a little bit of a newer system, something that's a little bit more complicated. Will be replacing some components on the board, doing a little bit of soldering, but on an older machine, so all the connections will be bigger. And then the last one is probably going to be an Xbox, where it'll be like very high level micro soldering, even pushing my own limits.
Oh, okay.
I look forward to that one.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I think that'll be sweet. I think it'll sell well.
I hope so.
So this is for the course or videos for YouTube?
So the first 2 I'm going to do just for the course.
Okay.
The third one will be a YouTube video. It'll be like I'm gonna double dip on that footage. Like I think I'm gonna use that footage for a YouTube video as
Yeah, because you haven't done an Xbox yet.
Exactly. And I think that would be a fun project, but it's really complicated, the soldering and stuff that has to go into it. So I think it's a great like expert level project that I can explain a lot. And then I'll take that footage, condense it down, make it more fun, and then also layer on a bunch of other stuff for the YouTube video.
And the YouTube video will be the place where you can kind of pitch that course too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I got an old Xbox. I'll be paying attention.
Yeah.
And see, now you can go back to all of your old videos in the top of the description, be like, want to learn how to mod for yourself? Link.
Yeah.
Done. See, now you got to go back and listen to the episode when Scott was on about like the whole email marketing idea.
Yeah. I talked to him when we had dinner. I talked to him quite a bit about that whole system.
You know, we've been talking about the URL or the QR codes on videos, right? Mm-hmm. You know, YouTube, you can go in to your settings and you can create a bug, like a little, like your logo that stays constantly in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
If you made that a QR code, do you think it would be scannable, or is it too small?
Ooh.
So then it's just like always up to date with whatever the newest
that
thing
little thing. It's not very high resolution. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think it would.
Well, if you made it black and white, I don't know.
It might.
It might be worth a try at least.
Yeah.
You can always change it back or whatever.
Yeah. I wonder if that's against some like YouTube rules or something like that, but it'd be interesting to see. What do they call that thing? YouTube
like
logo in the corner?
I think it's an icon.
All right. So
your channel icon?
Do you have one, Zach?
YouTube watermark? Is it a watermark?
Yeah. Let's see.
I think
Deric.
it's under watermark, yeah.
Let's see. Sorry, Deric. I'm clicking on one of your videos.
Oh, I turned mine off.
No, I see it.
Oh, it's 150 by 150 pixels. So
I turned it off on the podcast channel, but yeah, it's still on.
I see it on your channel though.
Yeah.
But so if I hover my mouse over, it just says Picandre Designs subscribed.
Yeah.
So
but like,
if I click it,
if it was a QR code, would it be scannable?
I think it might be. Yeah.
I think
as long
as
it's not too complicated.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Because you could probably do one of those QR codes that's got your logo with it. So then you've got both. So you're not violating any potential terms of service with YouTube. And then people could scan and get the latest whatever from your videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that'd be a cool idea. I have noticed though, Zach, I'm telling you, when you go to launch that course or whatever, put the link in the description and 100% put a QR code on screen.
Really?
Dude,
I wouldn't call attention to it, but yeah, throw it up there whenever you talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm seeing like 5 to 6 times more click through on a QR code than I am with the link in the description.
That's wild. Okay, listeners, I want you to write in if you scan QR codes and videos, because
I've never done it.
That's crazy behavior to me, but clearly it must be working.
I think it's just because there's a bigger percentage of people that are watching on TVs now.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Or from your phone, you can just do the Google Lens or whatever Apple's got, and it'll scan any QR codes that are on the screen while you're watching.
True.
So I have to pause the video, or do I just like click the screen? What do I do?
As long as it's on the screen whenever you hit the little screen capture search thing, whatever it happens to be.
So you take like a screenshot and then it'll do it right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Google's got it like built in where like while you're watching the video, you just kind of like, I think you just slide up from the bottom and then there's an option to like, there's like a little, I forget what it's called.
But if I were on my phone, I would just assume it's going to be in the description.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like it's easier than like having to go down into the description and scroll through and find the, because a lot of times people put like a bunch of like different things in there. And then it's right there.
You know what? Like people have different use, like people use their phones in different ways, right?
Yeah.
Some people, I guess, are very comfortable with QR codes. So
plus it probably serves as like a reminder, like a call to action for the person to be like, oh, hey, there's a thing there for me to interact with.
Yeah.
Mouse hitting the little feeder button.
Right. Because I like on the TV, I don't. Oh, Joe just said it. On TV, can't get description. Yeah, I didn't think you could.
Yeah,
you can, but it's hard to get to it. Like you have to like pull it out. You gotta like
work.
go over to the thing and then like.
But even so, if you manage to find an Amazon link, like you can't
click on them. Yeah.
Okay, right. You can't click on it. That's what I thought. Now, would it like shoot, like if you had YouTube on your TV or whatever, would it then like send you like a push notification to your phone and want you to like open up your phone or something?
No, because you can't click on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah, even John from Biscuitry said that he put a QR code in his last video and saw a huge surge in visits to his website.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Telling you, man.
Okay.
That's like my only complaint with watching YouTube on the TV is, you can't interact with anything. You can't go into like the description and click on any link. So if there's some, I have to like mindfully go back into my history, watch the video again, and then go into the description to get all that stuff from wherever I want to click on the links. And then, like you can't leave comments, or all you can do is like, which is the only downside of watching from a TV.
Yeah. That'd be neat if you could leave comments and just like voice to text kind of scenario.
Oh, yeah. Or just some like, maybe it could AI generate one based off of like your previous comments to other videos or similar videos.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, that looks like a good comment.
Yeah, that's something I'd say.
Yeah.
Imagine if you could. Imagine if you could have AI answer all of your YouTube comments, because nobody can keep up with that. Like that's a fool's errand.
Oh yeah. Well, is it YouTube? Is it built into YouTube, or is it a TubeBuddy thing where there's like pre-canned responses for every comment?
I think that was TubeBuddy.
Yeah.
No, it might be a TubeBuddy thing. Okay. It's funny, if you go into like YouTube Studio, you have a giant list of every comment on all your videos, and there's just like a button. It's like, hey, thanks for the kind words, or like, oh, appreciate it.
Or like, awesome! Exclamation point.
Yeah.
3 thumbs up emojis. It's like,
Yes.
who's sending that?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever used it. Maybe back in the day when I was really committed to answering every single comment on every single video.
If I click on that tab now and it's just like, you have 6,000 pages of comments, I'm like, that just gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
Heart.
Right. And you could imagine AI just like, reads so many negative comments that like AI is like, you know what? Screw everybody. I'm going to go tell everybody to F off and ruin their day. And we're like, whoa, AI, what are you doing? Don't say this to my audience.
Yeah, an AI trained on YouTube comments would be unhinged, completely and utterly unhinged.
The first ChatGPT reports its first time it has to go to therapy. Hey, well, speaking of therapy, we're going to head over to the BYOC call, or Bring Your Own Camera call, which is our video chat that we do with all of our top tier patrons every single month. Talk about whatever you want. We always have a good time hanging out and strategies, shooting the breeze, good time.
Yeah,
so if you want to join that,
yeah, I have
I got a new project I want to talk about when we're over there.
I have a new product that I want to talk about when we're over there too. Yeah,
getting all the inside info from us.
That's right.
I'll be there talking about all the new stuff. My team at work is me and 2 other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're on vacation right now.
Oh.
So I'm literally catching the breeze of everyone right now, and it's awful. I'm like, I'm over here trying to shoot a video course, and you guys are asking me to work. Like, I can't do this, right?
I got stuff to do.
No. So it's
my real job is much more important than this fake job.
I know. The job's getting in the way. It's definitely it's gonna be a tough week, but hey, we'll get through it, because I'm going on vacation next week. I forgot to tell you guys that. So you'll have to get a guest next week while I'm going.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scrambling.
Going out to Washington to go to Mount Rainier and Olympic National Park with some friends.
That's cool. Oh,
yeah. Go whale watching. All kinds of good stuff.
There you go.
Get some seafood. So, but everybody, we're heading over to the BYOC call. If you want to join us, well, it's probably too late for this one. But
if you join Patreon, you can get in right now.
Yeah,
if you're in the live chat.
Yeah, if you're in the live chat. But everybody else, if you head over to patreon.com/offthecut podcast, you can sign up, get entered to win that KM Tools gift card, unlock the BYOC call we do every month, unlock the after show that we do every episode, except the ones we do the BYOC, all kinds of stuff. And it supports the show. But if you don't want to, that's cool too.
See you next week. We still love you.
See everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
I want to give a huge shout out to our returning top tier patrons. Corey Duvall at Woodcrafts and Honey. Josh at Sawdust Builds. Joe Welsh at Delaware Valley Workshop. Goblin Spanker.
Can't say that anymore.
Building Creative. Dadu said, yeah, buddy. Bill Burkle at WTB Woodworking.
Bingo bango, you're done.
Zach, to be honest with you, I don't even know if I follow you.
You should stop.